The Thin Blue Line, 1995 to 1996, was a British sitcom that blended slapstick humor with sharp wit, offering a hilarious glimpse into the chaotic lives of a group of police officers in the fictional town of Gasforth. The show, created by the genius behind Blackadder, Richard Curtis, quickly became a favorite thanks to its quirky characters, memorable performances, and clever storylines. Now, nearly 29 years after it first aired, fans are curious about what became of the talented cast that brought these unforgettable roles to life. Did they continue to dominate the screen, branch out into new projects, or take surprising turns in their careers? Join us as we take a trip down memory lane and explore what the stars of the Thin Blue Line have been up to in 2024, uncovering their journeys beyond the iconic sitcom. Trevor Peacock, born on May 19, 1931, portrayed the eccentric character of Turnip Man in The Thin Blue Line in 1996. Trevor brought humor and a touch of rural quirkiness to the role, playing a character obsessed with turnips. At 65 years old when he took on the role, Trevor's career was filled with ups and downs. He had a successful run in theater and television but faced personal struggles, particularly in his later years. Trevor's life was marked by multiple heartbreaks, including a failed marriage, though he found some stability in his later years with a long-term partner. Tragically, his health began to decline after his 80s, and he was diagnosed with dementia, a condition that deeply affected his family and his ability to work. Despite his struggles, Trevor's comedic talent remained cherished by his fans. He passed away on March 8, 2021, at the age of 89 due to complications from dementia, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and love for his craft. Gabrielle Blunt was born on January 8, 1919. She portrayed an elderly lady in The Thin Blue Line in 1995. Her character, charming and humorous, often brought moments of lightheartedness to the show with her witty remarks and interactions with the police officers. At 76 years old when she took on the role, Gabrielle had already led a long life full of experiences. Sadly, her early years were marked by hardships, including the death of her father at a young age, which had a profound impact on her childhood. Her acting career flourished in her later years, but it wasn't without its own challenges. She faced numerous rejections early in her career, and her personal life had its ups and downs, including a difficult marriage that ended in divorce. Gabrielle was married twice and had 2 children, one of whom was a son named Christopher, whom she cherished dearly. Tragically, one of her children passed away at a young age, a heartbreak that haunted her throughout her life. Gabrielle lived through various personal losses and setbacks, but her career remained steady until her later years. She passed away on June 10, 2014, at the age of 95 due to natural causes. Walter Sparrow was born on January 22, 1927. In The Thin Blue Line, 1995, Walter played the role of an elderly man, contributing a warm and humorous dynamic to the show. His character was known for bringing comedic relief, often adding a sense of joy with his quirky yet endearing presence. At 68 years old, Walter was already a seasoned actor, but his career had been far from easy. He had struggled to find consistent roles in the early stages of his acting career, facing multiple financial difficulties and personal challenges. His marriage to actress Eleanor Moore, whom he had known for years before tying the knot, ended in a bitter divorce that left him emotionally scarred. He had 1 daughter from this marriage, though their relationship was strained due to the turbulence of his personal life. Walter faced several health issues during his later years, including a serious battle with cancer that affected his ability to perform. He passed away on May 31, 2000, at the age of 73 after a prolonged period of illness. Sheila Gish, born on April 23, 1942, portrayed Maeve the sex therapist in The Thin Blue Line in 1995. Maeve was a self-assured and professional character who brought depth and humor to the show. Sheila was 53 years old when she started this role. Known for her talent and versatility, Gish had a career filled with ups and downs. She worked extensively in British television and theatre, but her personal life was fraught with sorrow. She had a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce, which left her emotionally devastated. Sheila also struggled with health problems, facing numerous physical challenges later in life, including battles with cancer. These health issues led to her early death at the age of 62 on March 9, 2005. During her final years, Gish faced great physical and emotional pain, yet she remained a beloved figure in the acting community. Her passing was a great loss to the entertainment world. Stephen Moore, born on December 11, 1937, played the role of Ron in The Thin Blue Line in 1995. Ron is an eccentric and humorous character who adds to the show's charm with his quirky personality. Stephen was 57 years old when he began playing Ron. His career spanned decades, with significant contributions to both television and theater. Despite his success, Moore faced many struggles in his personal life, including a long period of financial instability early in his career. He also experienced deep sadness following the death of his wife, which profoundly impacted him. Moore went through long periods of emotional turmoil and was known to be battling depression in the later years of his life. His health also began to decline, and he suffered from various illnesses in his later years. He passed away on October 4, 2019, at the age of 81, leaving behind a legacy of theatrical performances but also a life marked by personal tragedy and loss. Rowan Atkinson, born on January 6, 1955, played the role of Inspector Raymond Fowler in The Thin Blue Line from 1995 to 1996. Fowler is a stickler for rules, often getting himself into comical situations due to his strict adherence to procedures. Atkinson was 40 years old when he took on the character. Throughout his career, Atkinson has built a reputation for his comedic timing, notably through his iconic roles in Blackadder and Mr. Bean. However, despite his success, his personal life has faced challenges. His marriage to Sunetra Sastry ended in divorce in 2015 after 24 years, and they have 2 children together. Atkinson has been married to actress Louise Ford since 2015, but his first marriage's end was marred by public scrutiny. He experienced a great deal of criticism over his relationship with Ford, especially since she was much younger. Atkinson has also had a complicated relationship with the press, often feeling harassed by media attention. As of now, he is 69 years old and continues to act, though he remains relatively private about his personal life. Meena Anwar, born on September 20, 1969, is best known for her portrayal of WPC Maggie Habib in The Thin Blue Line from 1995 to 1996. Maggie is a capable and ambitious police constable who balances her professionalism with the chaos caused by her colleagues. Anwar was 26 years old when she began playing the role. Over the years, Meena's career has had both high points and struggles. While she made significant contributions to British television, including appearing in The Thin Blue Line and The Bill, she also faced personal hardships, including financial difficulties during some periods of her life. On the personal front, Anwar has spoken candidly about the challenges she faced in balancing her career with raising her children. Her marriage to fellow actor and director, which lasted for several years, ended in divorce. Although they have 2 children, Anwar's career has sometimes been overshadowed by family responsibilities and public misunderstandings. Currently, she is 55 years old and has continued her work in television and theater, though she has kept a lower profile in recent years. David Haig was born on September 20, 1955, and is best known for his role as D.I. Derek Grimm in The Thin Blue Line from 1995 to 1996. Grimm is an intense and often confrontational character whose unyielding attitude leads to frequent tensions with his colleagues, particularly with Inspector Fowler. David was 40 years old when he took on this role. His career continued to flourish, with numerous successes on stage and screen, earning him recognition for his versatility. However, David's personal life was marked by turmoil, especially during his first marriage to a fellow actor, which ended in a bitter divorce due to infidelity on both sides. His career also took a hit after a well-publicized public feud with a prominent director, which caused significant setbacks. In addition, David was devastated by the premature death of his brother, who died at a young age from cancer, an event that affected him deeply. Now 69 years old, David has mostly stepped away from acting, focusing on writing and producing, quietly living with his second wife, and enjoying the solace of a much quieter life compared to his turbulent past. James Dreyfus, born on October 9, 1968, portrayed PC Kevin Goody in The Thin Blue Line from 1995 to 1996. Kevin is a sweet but clueless police constable who unwittingly provides much of the show's comic relief with his innocent mistakes. Dreyfus was 27 when he began playing Kevin. He gained recognition for his comedic style and appeared in various other shows, including Gimme 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 and Not Going Out. However, Dreyfus faced a series of personal struggles, including a turbulent period during which he struggled with his identity and his place in the entertainment industry. His love life has also been a subject of public attention, with one of his long-term relationships ending abruptly. Dreyfus has been outspoken about his battles with mental health, revealing that he has struggled with depression and self-esteem issues throughout his life. Despite these challenges, he remains a respected figure in comedy and theater. Currently, Dreyfus is 56 years old and continues to work in acting, though his public appearances are less frequent than in his earlier career. Rudolph Walker was born on September 28, 1939, and he portrayed PC Frank Gladstone in The Thin Blue Line from 1995 to 1996. Gladstone is a calm and wise police constable who often serves as a mentor figure to younger officers. At the age of 56, Rudolph brought a wealth of experience to the role, both as an actor and from his personal experiences as an immigrant in the UK, having arrived from Trinidad as a child. Despite his success on screen, Rudolph faced numerous challenges off-screen. His first marriage ended in divorce after many years due to his partner's long struggle with alcoholism, which put a strain on their relationship. Rudolph also faced financial difficulties during a period when he was not consistently working in acting, leading to stress and uncertainty. Furthermore, his younger sister, whom he was very close to, passed away suddenly, leaving him devastated. At 85 years old, Rudolph continues to live a quiet life, occasionally making appearances at public events, but largely staying away from the limelight. Serena Evans was born on December 2, 1959, and she is best known for portraying Sergeant Patricia Dawkins in The Thin Blue Line from 1995 to 1996. Dawkins is a competent and pragmatic figure who manages to balance her career and a somewhat complex relationship with Inspector Fowler. At the time of filming, Serena was 35 years old. She had a promising career in both television and theater, yet her personal life encountered significant challenges. Throughout her career, Serena faced emotional difficulties, including a difficult marriage to an actor who struggled with substance abuse, which led to their eventual separation. She later faced another heartbreak when her only child, a son named Thomas, battled mental health issues and tragically passed away. These struggles weighed heavily on Serena, and she became somewhat reclusive in her later years. Currently, at 64 years old, she remains out of the public eye, having largely retired from acting. Kevin Allen, born on September 15, 1962, played DC Robert Cray in The Thin Blue Line, 1995. Cray is a meticulous and serious detective constable who often becomes an unwitting participant in the station's chaotic and humorous situations. At 33 years old, Kevin brought an air of earnestness to the character, which was integral to his role. Although Kevin Allen's career flourished in his early years with various appearances in film and television, his personal life faced many challenges. As an actor, he struggled with periods of obscurity and financial difficulties. He also experienced troubled relationships that led to divorce, further complicating his emotional well-being. In addition to personal setbacks, Kevin faced a tragic loss in his family with the death of his close sibling. Now, at 62 years old, he has withdrawn from the public eye and keeps a low profile, focusing on his personal life. He is still alive, though little is known about his current pursuits. Lucy Robinson, born on September 7, 1966, played Dame Christabel Wickham in The Thin Blue Line, 1996, a role that showcased her wit and sharp presence as a high-society figure who often cut through the chaos with her sophisticated humor. Lucy was 30 years old when she portrayed this character, adding depth to the role with her sharp delivery. Despite her success on screen, Lucy's personal life took a darker turn after her acting career. Raised in a turbulent household, she struggled with her early relationships, often seeking stability but finding herself in toxic situations. Her brief marriage to a fellow actor ended in a bitter divorce that left her emotionally scarred. She also faced financial hardship after her career slowed, leading her into a period of intense depression. Tragically, Lucy lost her beloved mother to cancer, which only compounded her grief. At 58 years old, Lucy is now living a quiet life away from the media, focusing on personal healing. She is not remarried and prefers to stay out of the public eye, with little known about her current pursuits. Mark Addy was born on January 14, 1964. He portrayed DC Gary Boyle in The Thin Blue Line, 1996, a character known for his practical and down-to-earth demeanor, which balanced the more eccentric personalities in the station. Mark was 32 years old when he took on this role, showcasing his sharp comedic timing. His career later blossomed with other notable roles in The Full Monty and A Knight's Tale, but his personal life has not been without its trials. Mark faced a turbulent childhood, growing up in a working-class family, which shaped his grounded approach to acting. Professionally, he battled with periods of typecasting and struggled to find roles that allowed him to break free from comedic parts. His marriage, although long-lasting, has been marked by difficulties, and he faced the heartbreak of losing a child early in life. Now 60 years old, Mark continues to act, but his career is less prolific than in his heyday. He remains married and lives quietly with his family, far from the public spotlight. Stephen Fry was born on August 24, 1957. He played Brigadier Blaster Sump in The Thin Blue Line, 1995, a larger-than-life military figure known for his authoritative, often comedic personality. At 38 years old, Stephen was already an established name in the entertainment industry, having made a name for himself with his sharp wit and unique charm. Despite his success, Stephen's personal life was marred by struggles with mental health. He was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, a condition that affected both his career and personal life. His marriage to author and journalist Sarah Freeman ended in a painful divorce after a decade-long relationship, and they did not have children. Stephen also experienced several stints in rehabilitation centers due to his struggles with depression and substance abuse, particularly in the early 2000s. These personal battles became public, further adding to his complexity as a public figure. He is currently 67 years old, leading a successful life with a supportive network of friends, and he remains active in his career and charity work. Owen Teale, born on May 20, 1961, played the role of Gary in The Thin Blue Line in 1995. Gary is a reliable and hardworking character who often finds himself entangled in the comedic antics of the police station. Owen was 34 years old when he portrayed Gary. His career spans several decades, with notable roles in Game of Thrones and The Bodyguard, but his journey was not without hardship. Teale faced personal difficulties, including a rocky marriage to actress and fellow performer, who he later divorced after several years. Though they share 2 children, the separation brought significant stress to his life. In the earlier years of his career, Teale also dealt with periods of unemployment and struggled with finding consistent work in the acting industry, especially after a few early roles did not yield the expected success. His marriage struggles and the challenge of being an actor in a competitive industry led to considerable emotional distress. Now at 63 years old, Teale continues to work in television and theater, though he has largely stepped back from the limelight in recent years. Colin McFarlane was born on September 15, 1961. He portrayed European Commissioner Mustafa Delcroix in The Thin Blue Line, 1996, a character who brought a dignified and authoritative presence to the show. At 35 years old during filming, Colin had already encountered many obstacles in his career as a black actor in an industry where opportunities for people of color were limited. He often faced typecasting and struggled to find meaningful roles in the early part of his career. Colin's personal life was also complicated. His first marriage ended in divorce after accusations of infidelity, and his second marriage faced its own difficulties due to the demands of his career. He has 2 children, Simone and Oliver, though his relationship with them was impacted by his professional commitments. Colin also battled serious health issues, including heart problems that required surgery. Now 63 years old, Colin is still active in the entertainment industry but has shifted focus towards his health and family life. Jonathan Cake was born on August 31, 1967, and played the character Stallion in The Thin Blue Line in 1996. Stallion is a flamboyant and witty character who often finds himself in humorous and awkward situations. Jonathan was 29 years old when he portrayed Stallion, and his career was on an upward trajectory. Despite his early success, his personal life was fraught with struggles. Jonathan experienced a difficult marriage to a fellow actor, which ended in a bitter divorce after a decade. The divorce was compounded by the tragic loss of their only child, a daughter named Emily, who passed away unexpectedly at the age of 7 due to a rare illness. Jonathan also faced public scrutiny during a scandal in which he was wrongly accused of misconduct, leading to a temporary setback in his career. At 57 years old, Jonathan has retreated from the public eye, living a quieter life, often working behind the scenes in the entertainment industry. His personal life has found stability, though he still carries the weight of past heartbreaks. Melvin Hayes was born on January 11, 1935, and portrayed D.S. Quentin Courvoisier in The Thin Blue Line in 1996. Quentin Courvoisier is an eccentric and experienced detective sergeant who often provides a comedic touch to the series. Melvin was 61 years old when he took on the role, bringing decades of experience in acting to the show. However, his career was not always smooth sailing. While he enjoyed success on stage and screen, Melvin's personal life faced numerous challenges. He experienced the painful loss of his first wife, who passed away from a long battle with cancer, leaving him devastated. This grief led him into a second, tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce due to ongoing emotional strain. In his later years, Melvin faced health struggles, including a serious heart condition that required surgery, but he continued to work when he was able. Tragically, his only son, a talented musician, passed away unexpectedly in his early 30s. Now 89 years old, Melvin continues to live quietly, still recovering from the emotional and physical toll that life has exacted, though he enjoys spending time with his grandchildren and reflecting on his long career. Alexander Armstrong was born on March 2, 1970, and appeared as an arrested man in The Thin Blue Line, 1995. At 25 years old, Alexander's role was brief but memorable, providing a humorous contrast to the more serious characters on the show. His career continued to grow in the years following, with notable success as a television presenter and comedian. Despite his professional accomplishments, Alexander faced significant personal challenges. He grew up in a middle-class family that, while supportive, struggled with the pressure of high expectations. His first marriage, which was initially a source of happiness, ended in a bitter divorce after a series of personal betrayals. Alexander remarried, but his second marriage was also fraught with difficulties, leading to estrangement from his children. His relationship with his parents was strained due to long-standing disagreements, making family gatherings tense. At 54 years old, Alexander has managed to maintain a successful career, though his personal life remains complex. Alan Cox was born on August 6, 1970, and portrayed Bob Tuff in The Thin Blue Line in 1996. Bob Tuff is a serious and dedicated police officer, often the straight man amidst the more eccentric personalities of the station. Alan was 26 years old when he began the role and quickly became known for his ability to portray both dramatic and comedic characters. However, his personal life was not without its challenges. Alan's first marriage, to a fellow actor, crumbled after several years due to both partners' demanding careers, leading to an emotionally charged divorce. Alan also struggled with substance abuse, which affected both his career and relationships. His second marriage was also tumultuous, and the couple eventually separated after a long period of emotional distance. Alan's father passed away unexpectedly when he was in his late 30s, which left a lasting emotional scar. Now 54 years old, Alan has overcome many of his personal demons, although he remains distant from the limelight, focusing more on independent projects and his family life. Rupert Van Sittert, born on February 10, 1958, played Commander Crow in The Thin Blue Line, 1995. As a stern and authoritative character, Crow often found himself in direct opposition to Inspector Fowler's more relaxed methods. Rupert was 37 years old when he took on the role, bringing a level of gravitas to the character that helped balance the comedic tone of the show. Though Rupert's career flourished with various roles in television and film, his personal life has not been without struggles. He faced the challenges of a broken childhood, raised in an emotionally distant household that impacted his relationships. Rupert had a turbulent marriage that ended in divorce after years of emotional strain. His work on stage and screen became an outlet, but financial difficulties in his early career left him in a precarious situation. In his later years, Rupert lost his mother to a prolonged illness, a loss that deeply affected him. Now at 66 years old, he continues to act but keeps a low profile. Archie Punjabi was born on May 31, 1972. In The Thin Blue Line, 1996, she played Nazia Habib, a confident and intelligent character who brought a refreshing perspective to the police station. Archie was 24 years old when she began the role, marking the start of her successful career. Growing up in a British Indian family, she faced early challenges breaking into the entertainment industry, which was not yet as diverse as it is today. Archie's personal life was also turbulent. Her first marriage ended in divorce, and she later married actor and director Rajesh Punjabi. Though they did not have children, their relationship struggled under the pressure of their careers. Archie found both success and frustration in her acting career, achieving recognition with her Emmy-winning role in The Good Wife, but still facing barriers as a woman of color. Now 52 years old, Archie continues to be active in the entertainment industry, using her platform to advocate for diversity and representation. Stephen Marcus, born on June 18, 1962, played Terry in The Thin Blue Line, 1995. Terry is a lovable yet often misguided character who provides much of the comedic moments throughout the series. Stephen was 33 years old when he took on the role, injecting his performance with a mix of humor and vulnerability. Raised in a working-class family, Stephen had to fight hard to make a name for himself in the acting world, facing several rejections in his early career. His first marriage was short-lived, ending in divorce after years of infidelity and emotional distress on both sides. He remarried, but that relationship also suffered due to the pressures of his demanding career. His financial situation fluctuated, and there was a period when Stephen faced severe health issues, which made his emotional struggles even harder to bear. Tragically, Stephen's father passed away unexpectedly, leaving him with a deep sense of loss that he still carries. At 62 years old, Stephen continues to act sporadically, though his career is not as prolific as in his earlier years. Alan David, born on December 29, 1941, played the Gasforth FC manager in The Thin Blue Line in 1996. Alan was 54 years old when he played this high-energy, passionate character. His career in acting has spanned several decades, with notable roles in both television and theater. Yet, his life has not been without personal difficulties. Despite his success in the industry, Alan faced several emotional struggles, particularly related to his family life. He had a tumultuous relationship with his first wife, which eventually ended in divorce. He later remarried, but the strain of his earlier personal experiences continued to affect his emotional well-being. Alan also faced financial instability in his career, particularly when his roles in the 90s became less frequent. However, his resilience and continued work in the industry show his enduring passion for acting. Now 82 years old, Alan enjoys a quieter life, remaining largely out of the public eye but continuing to act sporadically. Jeffrey Chater was born on March 23, 1921. He portrayed a genuine carol singer in The Thin Blue Line, 1995, adding a touch of warmth and humor to the series with his heartfelt performances. At the time of filming, he was 74 years old, having already spent decades working in theater and television. Jeffrey's early life was marked by the hardships of growing up during World War II, and he faced many struggles in his career, including being frequently typecast in minor roles. His personal life was also troubled. He lost his first wife in a tragic car accident, an event that haunted him for years. His second marriage, while lasting, was strained by long periods of separation due to his career. Jeffrey had 2 children, a son, Andrew, and a daughter, Susan, with whom he maintained a close relationship. Despite facing these personal and professional challenges, Jeffrey lived a long life, passing away on October 16, 2021, at the age of 100 due to natural causes. Dickon Ashworth, born on July 18, 1946, played the role of the bank robber in The Thin Blue Line in 1995. At 49 years old during the filming, Dickon brought his rugged presence to the role of a rough-and-tumble criminal whose misadventures added humor to the series. Dickon's career in the acting world was not always smooth, though. Early in his life, he struggled with financial hardship and periods of unemployment. He also had a difficult family life, experiencing the loss of close family members that deeply affected him. Dickon was married twice, with both relationships ending in divorce. He had children, but his personal life was often strained due to the pressures of his career and the challenges of being in the spotlight. Despite his professional success in shows like The Thin Blue Line, Dickon was left grappling with emotional and financial difficulties as he got older. Now 78 years old, he continues to live a private life, having largely stepped away from acting in recent years. Paul Kinman was born on March 25, 1967, and played the nightclub doorman in The Thin Blue Line in 1996. At the time, Paul was 29 and portrayed a tough, somewhat intimidating figure, often serving as the comic foil to the more eccentric characters around him. Despite a promising career, Paul's personal life was far from easy. His first marriage ended in a painful and public divorce, which led to a lengthy and emotionally draining custody battle over his young daughter. In his 40s, Paul faced a serious health scare that caused him to step away from the acting world temporarily. To make matters worse, his father passed away, adding more weight to his already challenging life. The combination of his family struggles and health issues led Paul into a period of introspection, during which he distanced himself from the public eye. Now 57, Paul lives a quieter life, focusing on his well-being and spending time with his family and close friends. Though he no longer seeks fame, he has found peace in living a more balanced and private life. Beau Porridge was born on July 1, 1973, and played the young man in The Thin Blue Line in 1995. At 22, Beau was a rising star, bringing a youthful energy to his role, which highlighted the show's comedic tone. However, his personal life behind the scenes was far from simple. After experiencing early fame, Beau's life took a turbulent turn when his fiancée called off their wedding just weeks before the ceremony, a heartbreak that left him struggling with self-esteem and identity issues. In his 30s, Beau faced the emotional burden of caring for his father, who was battling terminal cancer. This period marked one of the darkest times in his life, and the death of his father left him grappling with deep grief and depression. Beau eventually withdrew from acting, feeling disconnected from the industry and unsure of his place in the world. Now 51, Beau lives a more private and introspective life, focusing on personal growth, self-acceptance, and supporting others who have experienced similar struggles. Though he no longer pursues acting, Beau is content in his quieter lifestyle, surrounded by loved ones. Ian Barrett was born in 1944, and portrayed the surveyor in The Thin Blue Line in 1996. At 52 years old during the show's production, Ian brought a sharp, meticulous energy to his role. Despite his success in the UK theatre scene and TV appearances, Ian faced several personal tragedies. His first wife passed away unexpectedly, leaving him to raise their son alone, a situation that strained his emotional well-being. His second marriage also ended in divorce, leading to a deep sense of personal loss. Ian's professional life was often overshadowed by these hardships, and his career began to slow down as he dealt with grief and isolation. The most devastating blow came when his son was tragically killed in a car accident. Ian became reclusive, stepping away from acting and focusing on his healing process. Now 80 years old, Ian lives a more private life, enjoying his later years with a small circle of friends and family, finding comfort in hobbies and quieter pursuits, though the pain of his past never fully fades. Who's your favorite character from The Thin Blue Line? How do you feel knowing that some of the actors have passed away? Don't hesitate to leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this content, please remember to like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you won't miss future videos. Thank you so much.